Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City is a zombie horror movie. Now, this one has nothing to do with the Resident Evil series with Alice in it, as this is actually based on the video games. Yay! Whew, finally, one that's based on the damn games, right? Well, we start with Raccoon City, and yeah, basically Umbrella has been poisoning the people of Raccoon City for a while, and they've basically moved out of Raccoon City as it is just now a slum, besides like the poor people and the police and just some of Umbrella Corp's lackeys that are still around. Really nobody lives in Raccoon City. Well, we follow Claire Redfield as she is coming back to Raccoon City after she left. She was in an orphanage with her brother Chris, and now she's coming back because she got some information from an inside source that said that the Umbrella Corporation was basically poisoning Raccoon City, and because her brother still lived there, yada yada, she went back to warn him. Well, Chris doesn't talk to his sister, and he's like, nah, you're lying. But around this time, basically, Umbrella hits the sirens and tells everybody to go inside. And then from here, we go to the police station where we meet Wesker, Jill, and Chris. And basically, they have to go to this mansion to recover a couple of the police officers that were there for a murder. And yeah, it's just basically based off the game. If you play the game, you'll know what's happening. And all the while, the poison was actually basically mutating people into zombies. This orphanage was doing experiments on children. This mansion holds the secrets of Umbrella Corp. And the owner of the mansion was the dude who made Umbrella Corp. Wesker is the scumbag that he always is. It's just, yeah, it's good. And finally, they follow the games, like I said. So, yeah. Also, I forgot to mention that Leon is a rookie in here, and he's in the police station. Yeah, kind of forgot all about him. But that's about the movie without too many spoilers. So, my review to Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. And this movie, honestly, just what I feel should have 100% been a TV series, as just squishing the first two games into one movie. You had to really not flesh out some characters, and it was just a lot for those games to be compressed into an hour and 40 minutes. So I definitely think this probably would have definitely done insanely good if it was a TV series, as it followed the actual games, which the Resident Evil movie series prior to this didn't. Now, besides that, the acting was pretty good. It wasn't over the top or anything. Nobody gave some kind of like outstanding performance, but it was still pretty good. The production was super high. That was probably the most impressive thing about this, was the production. They used a lot of CGI in this movie, which I don't mind. I understand, because it's like a video game movie, so like CGI is used in video games, I understand. I just wish it would have been a lot more practical effects, as like the zombie dog looked like shit. And just a couple things. I think the zombies were like practical effects of people in makeup, but yeah, I just always like practical effects better than CGI, so that's just a me thing. And yeah, there was parts, and this is what I wanted from the original series, where they actually find clues that unlock lore about what's happening. That is literally something I talked about in one of my prior reviews, and they did it. But like I said, if this was a TV series, I feel like they could have did more of that because it was limited. They still did it, which was a plus, but it was limited because there's only an hour and 40 minutes to the movie. And with the casting, I mean, I could smell what they were cooking, but because there's not a sequel, you don't really get to ever see what they were cooking because, I mean, that's that. I would like to have seen how Wesker looked in his shades. I would have liked to have seen Chris all buff. I would have liked to have seen Leon not this dumb rookie and actually a badass. And yeah, I would have liked to see Claire and Jill just become the badass women they are. So, I mean, they were already pretty badass, but you know what I mean. So, unfortunate, that's why I said a TV series probably would have been a lot better. And what sucked is there was a TV series that came on Netflix a year later, but it has nothing to do with this movie. So, I mean, and from what I heard, that TV series got canceled. So, yep. So, my recommendation to Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City. And I would recommend this. I think it was still pretty good. It had a slow start, but the production was good enough where it wasn't too bad. And just all in all, the production's pretty good. And even if you've never played a Resident Evil game, I do think the movie's still good enough to enjoy. Yeah. Also, before I forget, there was this one part with the lighter scene when Chris has the lighter and it goes out and he turns it, flicks it back on and stuff like that. That was like super well done. Yep. So definitely recommend it. It wasn't like the best movie ever, but it wasn't the worst. But they finally follow the game, so it's in the right direction. Hopefully we get a sequel.